It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll...
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
That one on target to Cup. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's Stafford. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what...
DeAndre Swift still on the move. The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown Bears. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. They face second down and 7. They'll go again with Williams. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They have the touchdown of the opening drive. Couldn't tack on the 2-point conversion, however. So 6-0 is our score as they try it again on 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Give up the middle with Swift. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
On first down, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. On the bootleg, it's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. The ball comes out. The Bears have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list,
and he's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. They'll try to run with Swift. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Rams offense getting set to get back to work. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. The motion man is Nakua. They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down. On the option, it's Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third. It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. On 1st down, Stafford. Pass is completed to Cup. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. Powering forward, he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4 down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Williams. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll get about 5. Another run here, another run by Swift. Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Williams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Williams. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go again with Swift. Finding room to the 20. Whoa. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. They go play action with... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. Returnable from his own 4. And that's good work on this return as he brings it half. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first and 10, it's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's step, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Second down, it's Stafford. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage very short of the first down. 4th down coming up. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This brought in out past the 20. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up pat. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Cup in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitor. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. Inside the 20. And he will score. DeMarcus Robinson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Keenan Allen. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
And anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Like, so often we see when a draw play is called, so much of the success depends upon what look do you get from the defense. In this case, they dial up a blitz. It could be feast or famine. In this case, it's famine. The blitz runs right into the draw. They get stopped. No gain.
It's caught. It's the tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll get about 2. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 2nd down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stafford now. For the middle, it's Cup. It's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Cup in motion. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Cup in motion. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Rams punting unit coming out. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
A run here with Swift. Space to run inside the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the... That is caught inside of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown fair. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They're trying to pit him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Back to throw is Stafford. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ground, it's Swift. Open space inside the 10. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. He has scored a season's worth of touchdowns in one game. That's number 7 so far. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Oh, a loose football. The Bears have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And, Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stafford. And And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throw on third down, Stafford unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. On the give, here's Swift. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Now Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Stafford now on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, it's Stafford. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold it. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The motion man is Nakua. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. First and 10. Here we go. One final play. Gonna look deep, looking for more. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance.
Be in the game. The game's not over. Why are you giving up? Garbage! Come on, guys, play together. Oh! Does this have to happen? No! Like watching tape. The game's not over. Why are you giving up? The game isn't over. Why are you giving up?
Because you're embarrassing us.
This could be worse, but I feel like... No, never mind. This is the worst.